The Canadian wilderness is one of the last vast frontiers of untamed nature. From coast to coast, its forests, tundra, mountains and waterways are home to species that thrive in isolation and harsh conditions. Among the many creatures that roam this landscape, 10 stand out for their uniqueness, survival skills or iconic status. The grey wolf is one of Canada's most enduring predators, roaming freely across forests, plains and even the tundra. As a highly intelligent and social animal, the wolf relies on complex pack dynamics to hunt and survive in extreme environments. Its howl is a haunting symbol of the wild, echoing through boreal forests at night. Despite centuries of conflict with humans, wolves remain resilient, often adapting faster than expected to shifting ecosystems. Then there's the Canada Lynx, a secretive feline built for snow. With its thick coat and large snowshoe-like paws, the lynx moves effortlessly through deep winter terrain in search of its primary prey, the snowshoe hare. Unlike its southern cousins, the Canada lynx is a solitary creature and rarely seen, making it a mysterious emblem of the northern boreal forests. The polar bear, ruler of the Arctic, lives on sea ice and depends on it for hunting seals. Canada holds about 2/3 of the world's polar bear population, and climate change threatens its way of life. These massive carnivores are superb swimmers and can go for days without touching land. As the ice melts, polar bears are forced to travel longer distances and occasionally venture into northern communities in search of food, bringing new challenges for conservation and coexistence. The moose is the largest member of the deer family and an unmistakable figure in the Canadian wilderness. Towering, awkward and solitary, it thrives in the cold and wet, browsing on aquatic plants in lakes and ponds. Moose are also surprisingly fast and strong swimmers, capable of crossing wide rivers and lakes. Their unpredictable nature, especially during mating season, makes them both fascinating and dangerous to encounter. Beavers are often associated with Canada for a reason. They're not just national symbols, they're also ecological engineers. By building dams, they create wetlands that support countless species, improve water quality, and reduce erosion. Beavers are resourceful, using mud, branches and rocks to construct elaborate lodges and modify entire landscapes. Their impact on ecosystems is disproportionately large for their size, and their comeback after near extinction due to the fur trade is one of Canada's great conservation success stories. Caribou, or reindeer as they're known in Europe, are essential to the culture and survival of many indigenous communities in the north. Their massive migrations, among the longest of any land mammal, are a dramatic spectacle, though they're becoming less reliable as climate and habitat change. Woodland caribou in particular are under significant threat from logging, mining and fragmentation. Unlike deer or moose, caribou prefer old-growth forests and open tundra, and their decline signals broader ecological trouble. Grizzly bears, found mostly in the western provinces and territories, command respect wherever they roam. Unlike black bears, grizzlies are generally more aggressive and more likely to stand their ground. They play a vital role as apex predators and seed dispersers, especially in salmon-rich ecosystems. Their existence is deeply tied to both coastal and mountain environments, and their survival hinges on the availability of wild spaces and intact food chains. The snowy owl, with its ghostly white plumage and intense yellow eyes, is a symbol of the Arctic's stark beauty. Unlike many owls, the snowy owl is active during the day and covers vast distances during migration. In years when lemmings, its primary prey, are scarce, the owl may travel far south in search of food, sometimes showing up in unexpected places across southern Canada and the northern United States. Their movements are unpredictable and closely tied to the boom and bust cycles of prey populations. The wolverine is often misunderstood, but it's one of the toughest animals in the Canadian wild. Solitary, elusive and tenacious, it ranges over huge territories, often covering dozens of kilometers in a single day. Though small compared to wolves or bears, the wolverine punches well above its weight, capable of taking down prey several times its size or driving larger predators off a carcass. Its persistence and resilience make it an icon of rugged independence in remote northern forests and mountains. Lastly, the Atlantic puffin stands out as a more coastal and surprising member of this list. Found nesting on the steep cliffs of Newfoundland and other eastern coasts, the puffin's vivid beak and penguin-like stance make it one of the most beloved seabirds. It spends most of its life at sea, diving with remarkable agility to catch fish. Though threatened by overfishing and pollution, puffin populations in Canada are relatively stable, offering a rare conservation bright spot in the world of marine birds. Together, these 10 species offer a glimpse into the vast and varied ecosystems that define Canada. Each one reflects a different facet of the country's wild character. Whether it's the raw power of a grizzly, the quiet grace of a lynx, or the engineering genius of a beaver. And in their survival, we find clues about the health of the land, the shifts in climate, and the responsibility we share in protecting the wilderness for the next generation.